So, you join me as I basically fix up a few of these issues around some of these Minecraft villages on what is going to be a Pixelmon server that we're going to be playing on. I say a few of these Minecraft issues. Basically, if you've played Minecraft for any length of time, you know that you get a few issues where things just don't spawn quite right, and that's especially true around villages, and it's especially true in Pixelmon. I mean, to be honest, you've got issues with the Pixelmon stuff where you got these buildings which come with their own standard things, and yeah, let's be honest here, that's floating. And then we've got this one over here, and that's definitely floating. So those need to be integrated with the train, and let's be honest, it's going to be a bit of a challenge for people to get into the shop, and then you go out of the shop and you get forgetful and you just kind of fall straight out of it. So, you know, people want to just have a fun time. They don't want to be dealing with this. And yeah, I'm basically doing a bit of prep work before the server goes live, so that when it is live, we don't have to run around, gather resources, and spend a lot of time fixing it up. And we can just get in there and play the game, because this isn't playing the game, this is fixing the game, because this is just spawning issues. This is nothing to do with playing Minecraft. This is not as Minecraft should be played. I mean, honestly, look at this house here. The door is up here, and we open the door and look, we got a person that you can battle, and they're stuck in here with no way out because it's all the way up here. I mean, seriously, how's that going to be fun for anybody? You come to this village, you want to be battling these guys, and you can't do it because it's all the way up there. I mean, seriously. So yeah, just to save a lot of time and a lot of effort, and to make the whole experience enjoyable for everybody involved, including for you guys, the viewers, I'm just going to get everything fixed up way ahead of time and do it all in creative, because, well, why not? It's just going to be a lot easier, and it just makes life so much simpler for everybody. So I've spoken to some of the people that are going to be on the server and told them what's going on, and they're cool with it. And in the sake of being absolutely open and transparent with you guys, I'm saying it all here, that this is what's going on and things, because no doubt people, when they watch the videos, if they know anything about Minecraft or Pixelmon, they will say, hold on, that's not right, that doesn't spawn like that normally. There's some kind of like trickery going on. And it's like, yes, there's some kind of trickery going on, because yeah, it doesn't spawn like that normally. It normally ends up spawning in some stupid way, but because obviously you don't want it spawning in a stupid way, you have to kind of like come and help it along a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. I'm helping it along a little bit because, well, we all know the game is slightly balked. So yeah, it's just not great. It's absolutely buggy. it has issues, and so let's work with them and make it so that we can just have a fun time. I mean, does that look good? No, it don't look good. Floating platforms like that, it don't look good. So let's make it look good. Let's just get everything looking good and looking ready and absolutely 100% jazzy and ready and smart and good, and then everybody can have a fun experience when the server's up and running. So yeah, I'm not going to catch every single issue. I'm not going to be able to go to every single village either, because that's going to be an absolute mammoth task. It's going to be insane, it's going to be impossible, and it's also going to be delaying the opening up of the server if I was to do it that way, because, you know, there's going to be thousands of villages out in the world. So, you know, the best I can do is just go and tackle the ones that are as close as possible to the spawning location and try and get as many as I can. Hopefully I will catch the most egregious of issues. As said, that one I would consider a really egregious issue, and this one I consider a really egregious issue. I mean, if I fix up this village, I think I've done a good job. So yeah, as long as these are fixed up and things, then it works out. Even if I don't catch them all, then as long as the worst ones are done, and as long as the ones that are gonna be easily accessed and things are done, then that's the important thing, isn't it? Or at least in my mind, that's the important thing. So you could say it's a little bit OCD to come around and just get it done, but I just call it a little bit of spring cleaning. It's server maintenance in a way, because we know that it shouldn't look like this, and we know what it should look like, and we're just giving it a helping hand. Probably have to move that tree, and that bush should be fine. So yeah, it's just a lot of training and stuff, and that's it really. But as said, it's just being as open and transparent. I could have done this in something like MC Minecraft Edit and things, but I don't think that would work with the Pixelmon mod. So I don't know, I haven't tried it. So yeah, that's why I'm not doing it in that, I'm just doing it manually. So if anybody wonders why I'm doing it this way and not in something like MC Edit, that's why. Because realistically, yeah, it would be faster and easier for me to do it that way, but if I'm honest, I don't know whether they would work on here. So yeah, anyway, as said, just letting you know what's going on and letting you catch up to speed and things, so nobody feels that anything underhand's going on. because, you know, when it goes live and things and you see this stuff, you'll be like, hey, it's different to how it should be. Well, this is why. Anyway, that's it, and as I said, just keeping you in the loop. So this is the end result of my sympathetic makeover of the village. As it starts to rain, we can just go and look at the finished results. So yeah, the whole point is to give you a better understanding of what I actually am aiming to achieve. Here, as you can see, this was floating, but it's now all built in. This again, as I said before, was floating and things, but I've got rid of the weird glass thing which just looked odd and things, so now it looks like it's intentionally floaty and stuff. So you know, we've got the support struts and things, so it looks like it should look like this. So it's mostly resting on the dirt, but it's also then looks like the weight and stuff is being taken by the support struts. And over here you can see this is built into the train again, so the struts come all the way down, and the train is it flows better and things, and it's not just floating all in the air and things. I've had to bring the path down a little bit and get this merging up into the hill. Obviously I couldn't do it all the way because of the roof in the way, because let's face it, you don't really want to be burying the roof. That looks a little bit stupid if you've got the roof buried, but even here I've got it so that it's still fairly trained in pretty well. So yeah, it's all about making it so that you wouldn't really notice that anything's too wrong. This is the house that generated way up there, so the door was stupidly up there, and I've had to pretty much build it all again down here. So it's the same style of building, the exact same building, it's just now built brick for brick down here. So yeah, and as a result I had to alter the surrounding terrain just a little bit, but not so much that it hurts the surrounding area. It's just, you know, built in properly. And then the path, I've managed to get it to flow up here properly. Again, you know, that was the intention of the path in the first place, so I've just allowed it to do that properly and things. And with this house was positioned higher, but I've lowered it a couple of blocks so that they can get in and out of here. And this house was the one that I've said initially was buried a bit, so I've raised it up several blocks so that it's now more opposite that one, and they can get in and out as well. So yeah, as I said, it's not about changing the... Oh, I've missed a path block. It's not about changing things, it's not about redesigning a village totally, like how Green has done in his village overhaul videos. It's about saying what would be the perfect village generation, and basically aiming for something a little bit like that. If you stumbled across this, you would, if you were an experienced Minecrafter, you would say, well, okay, this doesn't quite seem right because villages don't spawn like this. But if you were new to Minecraft, you wouldn't really blink an eye at it. You wouldn't really notice that anything was different and things. you would just think, oh yeah, okay, we've got this absolutely perfect village generation. And yeah, as I said, that's the general aim here. Oh, I've missed something. So yeah, it wasn't about technically redesigning things and reshaping everything. It's just about making everything just a little bit better. So yeah, but that's just been the goal. So just a slightly tweaked, slightly more perfect version of the generation that had been there before. So that's all it was. So as I said, this is the absolute end result of it, so it's all completed now. Well, at least it will be once I've generated this tree, or persuaded it to generate. And yeah, now you can see what it's like. Oh, we've got a very large oak tree as the result of that. Okay, well, there you go. But yeah, as you can see, it's not anything game changing, it's not game breaking or anything. But here, this is exactly what I'm up to. This is the finished result, so letting you see it now rather than waiting for you to hope that somebody stumbles across it later on. But there you go, this gives you a clearer idea of where we're going with this, or what I'm aiming for with this whole concept. Okay. So, while some people might consider these kind of features to be a spawn error, these strange floating mountains, I think of them more of a feature than a bug. I mean, I think they look absolutely fantastic and magnificent. So, yeah, a single floating block, that would go. A couple of floating blocks here and there, they would go. But stuff like this, they look brilliant. I mean, yeah, they absolutely deserve to stay. So if anybody's wondering where I draw the line for things I'm changing up and things, yeah, I mean, I have no illusions about catching every single floating block and things, and stuff like this as well. It stays as well. So yeah, I'm really keen to keep things like this. But if I was to see one single floating block, I would get rid of a single floating block, because there's no reason why there would be a random floating block just out there in the sky. But stuff like this, it looks awesome. So yeah, this is a feature to me rather than a bug, even though for a lot of people they would say it's a spawning error, but I like it. So I think this is a cool feature that everybody would enjoy looking at and coming across. So yeah, I'm fairly certain that's just a cactus over there. So I mean, this over here is floating and things, and I would say, yeah, that is a bit of a spawn error and things, and I think we could probably just get rid of that. And there. See, that there, that was definitely more of a spawning error than anything else. But those over there, and I think there's probably a couple in here, they look great and they work with the area. So yeah, this is just another little idea of where things come in terms of what the cleanup is, and how I judge what is worthy of being cleaned up and what isn't, and how I am cleaning things up and stuff. So yeah, there you go.